Yo, what's going on, everybody? This is the Black Mind Critic. We are here for part two, y'all. The Freudian slip. I was about to say the Kingdom Read-A-Thon, but of course, this is not the Kingdom Read-A-Thon. This is the Monster Read-A-Thon. All right. Obviously, the weekend tends to be for One Piece streams and Weekly Shonen Jump streams and stuff like that. But y'all already know I don't read any of that stuff on the weekends. I wait until Monday to do that because that's when I want to do that. All right. I got a bid subscription. I'm chilling. Okay. So we're gonna do this monster readathon greatness. Okay. I don't know what anybody else doing. Really don't really matter to me. All right. If you hear noises in the background, I'm home. I have a fiance. This is life. Okay. So if you hear noises in the background, it is what it is. All right. Um, we are starting. We're starting at chapter 6. All right, we're starting at chapter 6. Now I basically remember. I'm just flipping through chapter 5. I remember all of this. I remember all of this stuff. Mm. Right. Oh. Chapter 6 titled "The BKA Man." We had a time skip, I believe. So we looking forward to this. Looking forward to this, y'all. Dr. Tenma greatness. Okay. Let's see. So right, 1995. I think before it was like 1986 or something like that. No, 9 years, y'all. 9 years. All right, let's go. It's the patient who came with spinal cord tumor. He just dropped into a state of paralysis. Got it. I'll do the OP. Thank you, sir. Prepare the patient for surgery. All right, so we're in Dusseldorf, Germany, 1995. Right? Crying out loud. How long do you think this will last? It's the biggest flood we've had in decades. It's the worst flood of the century. Maybe it's the apocalypse. I thought everything would change when the Berlin Wall came down, but things are as bad as ever. So much for the unification of Europe. All we get is everyone else's problems. Yeah, these bizarre crimes are really getting to be too much. Yeesh. Oh, Chief, we're here. This is the spot. Cologne, Cologne, I guess is how you pronounce it. Germany. Okay. Both bodies have their throats cut. Oh, okay. So we got another murder, y'all. We got another murder, all right? Oh boy. Both bodies have their throats cut. A housewife who lives nearby was using the walkways when she discovered the bodies. Have you ID'd them? The Reichmans. They lived on Stichstrasse neighbors. Oh, they live on Stichstrasse or Strasse. I don't know. The neighbors haven't seen either of them in a couple of weeks. They were murdered in their home. We think the bodies were hidden in a closet before the flood washed them out. Another middle-aged couple murdered. This is the fourth case like this in Germany in the past 2 years. Same MO too. That's so interesting, right? Like sometimes you'll notice like some like serial killers are like, and this is a clip, right? Like I said this in the last one. It's clearly a serial killer. We understand this, right? And it's like sometimes you'll have them. They just keep going. It won't be every like 2 years, something like that. It'll be like every like week or every 3 days, or something like that. You know what I mean? But this is interesting. It says a little bit something about the serial killer. Um, a burglar who singles out wealthy middle-aged couples. What a lowlife. We can't assume this is an ordinary burglar. According to my data, oh, he's the detective guy who like does the thinking thing. Huh? For some reason, all of the victims have been childless. Now that you mention it, Inspector Lunge, this couple didn't have children either. Doesn't that seem odd if these were just ordinary burglaries? Well, yes. But it could just be a coincidence. All of the victims have been fairly well-to-do couples, and money and goods were stolen from their homes? Yes. But not that much. It might make sense if we're dealing with a single perp. You think there was more than one? Two of the homes had extremely tough locks and burglar alarms, but the intruder didn't seem to have any trouble getting in. One sec. I'm just gonna switch it so it's not as glowy on the screen. There's very little sign of a struggle, and the neighbors didn't hear anything. Do you really think a single perp could have done all that? Good point. Do you recognize this man? No. Adolf Junkers, age 32. He's been arrested twice for theft. He doesn't commit the actual burglaries, though. His job is just opening the door, a so-called lockpick. He was spotted near 3 of the homes where the last 3 murders took place. All right. So he's our man? Your boy Lunge just said Adolf Junkers, age 32. He's been arrested twice for theft. He doesn't commit the actual burglaries, though. His job is just opening the door. Your boy's not a murderer. He just opened the door. All right, you gotta listen, man. You gotta listen. He was spotted near 3 of the homes where the last 3 murders took place. So he's our man? Hard to say. In any case, your department can stand down. The BKA will take it from here. I'm like, no. Of course it ain't this guy. Oh, or Inspector Lunge. Mind if I ask you something? Why does your hand twitch like that? Your name is Robert Gans. We had lunch together once after the Rhine. Yeah, it's the same question. We had lunch together once after the Rhine Hotel murder in '91. I hear you did some good work on the KB tour boat hostage crisis. Did you manage to quit smoking? Oh, you have an astounding memory. Then he looks at the photo. Okay, so we're back to Iceland Memorial Hospital, where Dr. Tenma works, of course. There. Whoa, rats. Okay, so this person's messing with a kite, a little kid. It's no use. I've never flown a kite before. Gee, it seems like it should fly better. So, how was your date last night? My date? Oh, she was very nice. Is that all? She's the daughter of the director of the Dusseldorf Medical Association. Don't tell me you just said goodnight to her at the door. Actually, I got a call from the hospital during dinner. There was an ER patient who'd had a stroke. I had to rush into the hospital. Are you serious? You really got to lay off this work first, play later business. And get this bum. Get out of here, man. So trash. Why? And I don't know. Like, some people are like that. Some people will just be like, I'll be cool. I'll entertain this like fool over here or whatever. I'm just like, Tenma, like, why are you entertaining this loser? Sorry, man's a loser. I'm sure you can have all the women you want just for being the famous Dr. Tenma of Iceland Memorial Hospital. But keep this up, and you're gonna let all the best ones get away. Mad gross. Hey, are you listening to me, boss? No, because you a loser. Good morning, sir. A kite. Is this yours, Carl? It's a beauty. My grandpa gave it to me. He says we can fly it together when I'm better. Is the balance off? Or maybe the wind's blowing the wrong way. Do you know how to fly a kite, sir? I flew them a lot as a kid in Japan. Hold it up high, Carl. Like this? Okay, here it goes. Now. Oh, it's flying. Yeah. Oh, for crying out loud. If I were in your shoes, I'd have 5 mistresses by now. That's why you a loser. That's why you a loser, sir. Here's what it is. You a loser. You a loser. That's right. Give it some more string. You're awesome, Dr. Tenma. Get well soon so you can fly it for yourself next time, Carl. I will. So I'm just going to put the camera over a little bit. There you go. All right. Nice. All right, so we shift to the operating room. That was really cool. I like that panel shift from like the glare in the sky from the sun to the glare from the operating light. Cool. Today's OP is a paracellular meningioma extirpation. Sorry. We'll use the right terminal approach. Watch carefully, everyone. Head surgeon Dr. Tenma is handling this operation himself. He's already gonna impress some folks. He's gonna impress the folks. He's opening the right sylvian fissure. After carefully suctioning away the spinal fluid, he moves towards the optic chiasm. What a wizard! He's barely retracting the brain tissue. Look how easily he's exposed the site where the tumor adheres to the endocranium. He's truly a master of his craft. I hope all of you residents will learn to handle the brain with so much care. He's amazing, all right. He's even more incredible than they say he is. Let's go. Do your thing. All right, so we switched off to a street in Germany. We're in an alley, I guess. Someone's running. I think it's a lockpick guy. The thief. He's running from someone. And a car is coming. He runs out into the street. Oh boy. Did he get hit by the car? Yo, that's wild. Yo. What was that? A car accident? Someone's been hit. He's bleeding. Call an ambulance. It wasn't me. It wasn't my fault. He came out of nowhere. There was nothing I could do. I'm telling you, he just ran out into the road like something was chasing him. Neue Rhein or Rhine General Hospital, Dusseldorf. How's the patient? Unfortunately, there's not much we can do. I'm afraid that won't cut it, doctor. Inspector Lunge, be reasonable. This is the man? Yes. He's connected to a very important investigation. His testimony might unlock the answers to a string of murders. We can't have him dying on us. Sure, but he has a fractured skull, and a CT scan showed an acute hematoma. His condition is critical, to say the least. There's nobody here who can save him. Iceland Memorial Hospital has a neurosurgeon who they say is the best in the field. Now, if he could help us. The best neurosurgeon in the field? Dr. Tenma. Thank you for coming. Right this way. We really appreciate this. How's his condition? He's in a coma, Dr. Tenma, and his right pupil is blown. Oh boy. Hello, Dr. Tenma. Excuse me, but have we met? Hmm. 9 years ago, at the director's funeral. Right, the BKA agent. Inspector Lunge, yes. It's been a while. You'll be glad to know that I'm still investigating that case. Thank you for your hard work. Well, the director, head surgeon, and chief neurosurgeon of Iceland Memorial Hospital were all poisoned to death. I refuse to see the case go unsolved. Yeah, I get that. Glad to hear it. Now, I've got an operation to attend to. Yes, we need you to pull this off for the BKA. Excuse me? It's absolutely crucial that this patient survive. We need him to solve a crime. Please do your best, Dr. Tenma. I don't operate for the police. I do it for the patient. Very well. Head Surgeon Dr. Tenma, the viewing room is this way. Well, you're chief of surgery now, Dr. Tenma? You certainly moved up in the world. Yes. What about it? That's quite impressive at your age. At this rate, you'll be director in no time, don't you think? No, I still got a lot to learn. Now, if you'll excuse me. We found very little evidence, Dr. Tenma. We've had a hell of a time solving the Iceland Memorial Hospital murders. The only clue was the poison candy detected in the autopsies. The one thing we do know is that it was a white-collar crime. In white-collar crimes, there's always a conflict of interest between the perpetrator and the victims. What are you getting at, Inspector? Oh, nothing. It's just the nature of my job to constantly think about these things. Don't worry, I've never had a single case that went unsolved. Not a single one. Well, that's good. Yo, it's so funny because he's trying to intimidate Tenma, and I'm like, hey, you're wasting your breath, man, because he didn't do anything. I get why you would think it was him, but you stop wasting your time. So, who profited the most in the wake of the Iceland Memorial Hospital murders? Tenma. Initiating craniotomy and hematoma evacuation. We've got to hurry before the hernia gets worse. There's just one obvious answer, and that's you, Dr. Tenma. Okay, all right, okay, all right. We're moving on. All right. Let's see. Let's keep it going. Okay. We really appreciate you coming all this way, Dr. Tenma. Not at all. How's the patient doing? He's regained consciousness, but his right eye is still dilated, and he continues to have some paralysis on his left side. So he's already rehabilitating. The paralysis should dissipate over time. I know the police want to question him, but have him wait a bit longer. Well, Inspector Lunge for the BKA has been awfully insistent. Yes, but the patient's recovery has to come first. Yeah, you remember what happened last time? Did not end well. So he's in bed. Air Junkers, can you hear me? Can you tell me how many fingers I'm holding up? Pardon me? He's coming. The monster is coming. The monster? Oh, and we get the title. We get the title, y'all. We get the title. Monster. All right, let's go. Chapter 7. I know you can talk now. Chapter 7 is entitled Monster. 4 middle-aged couples have been murdered over the past 2 years, and you were seen near 3 of the murder sites. Well, Adolf Junkers? Come now. We already know you're a lockpick. Your job is just to open the door. I know you don't have the skills to slit people's throats with that kind of precision. In other words, you weren't alone. The way I figure it, there were at least 3 of you to get through those tricky locks and to take out both victims without a struggle. I'm almost finished working up my list of murder suspects. It won't take long to ferret out your buddies, whether you help us or not. But that's not really what I want you to tell me. I want to know why you iced 4 childless couples in different parts of Germany. Don't try to tell me they were just burglaries. Yes, there were valuables stolen, but not enough to split 3 ways. Huh? What do you say? Care to work out a plea bargain? If you testify, we'll drop the charges against you. Who hired you to do these jobs? It's all right, urged Junkers. It's all right. I need to ask you to leave now, Inspector. No, I'm almost done. Get out now. Doctor's orders. Tell him, boy, tell him. Fine, we'll continue this another day. I mean, it makes him look more guilty, right? But it's also like, Tem's just a good dude. I'll leave an officer for security to make sure Junkers doesn't disappear in the night or die of poison. What? For some reason, all sorts of strange trouble seems to follow you around, Dr. Tenma. What are you insinuating, Inspector? It was a joke. Now, if you'll excuse me. Security guard. Hey, where do you think you're going? For a stroll. Now, see here, doctor. The patient needs fresh air. If you're so concerned, you can come along. Sure is nice and warm today. You can talk now, can't you? Days like this really make me glad to be alive. Without times like this, I don't know how I'd go on. Seeing people live and die each day. That's why it's easier for doctors to just focus on status, money, research, those kind of things. Those kinds of things. I used to think that way. Focused on getting ahead, pursuing my own research. The point of a successful operation was to further my own career. But an operation I did on a young boy changed all that. A pair of twins came into the hospital. The boy's name was Johann. He'd been shot in the head. Saving Johann brought me back to what being a doctor is really all about. All human lives are of equal value. Our job as doctors is to save those lives. You can always start over, and it's never too late. Doc. Huh? You and I are probably about the same age, but you seem more like my dad. You saved my life, Doc. Makes you seem like a parent to me. Gee, a grown son all of a sudden. I wanted a cuckoo clock when I was a kid. Huh? You know, when it strikes the hour, a little toy pops out. Every day I pressed my face against the shop window and stared at it. That was the first place I ever broke into. They caught me. Though. I didn't get the clock, but that was the start of my career as a lockpick. All I wanted was that clock. I just wanted that clock. That's all. Come clean. Tell the police everything and start your life over. Huh? She killed them. My friends. Who did? This monster you mentioned? But man, this guy, whoever this is, it could be a woman, it could be a dude, but they got him shook. Could be a person. They got dude shook. You better not screw it up this time. I've set everything up for you, pal. She's the daughter of a parliamentarian, Smart, gorgeous, the total package. Ha ha ha. Well, I'll just have to meet her and see. But you're right. I probably should settle down now. Right? I'm telling you, a man of your position with no wife? Hey, hey. He's just like, man, stop talking, boy. You know, when it strikes the hour, the little toy pops out. This is it. Excuse me, I'd like the cuckoo clock in the window, please. Hey, what are you doing? We're going to be late. You can always start over. It's never too late. Your boy's dead. I'm just blazing through the panels. I'm like, he dead. Poor lockpick guy. You can always start over. It's never too late. Officer, are you there? I want to come clean. Would you call Dr. Tenma, please? Huh? Officer? Ugh. I know it's late. Mind if I stop by to see a patient? Go right ahead, Dr. Tenma. What's that? A treasure I found. Going up the steps. Officer, what's wrong? What? He's dead. A candy wrapper? Hey, Junkers. Or Yunkers. Whoa. Hey, Yunkers! Hey, Yunkers! This is just like before. Poison candy. My patient disappearing. It's just like what happened 9 years ago. Hey, Yunkers! Running, running, running. Hey, Yunkers! It's me, Dr. Tenma. Doc. Don't follow me, Doc. Let's go back to the hospital, Air Yunkers. It's okay. No, Doc, don't follow me. I don't want you to see him. Doc. Him? He killed my friends. He'll kill you too. Huh? Who's there? No, Doc, don't come in here. Long time no see, Doctor. It's me. Huh? You saved my life 9 years ago. Perhaps you've already forgotten those twins. Johan? Johan? Yes, the twin boy. Yeah. That's dope. That's dope. Yo. What a sorry, man. Bravo, man. Bravo. Bravo. You got it. You got it. The little boy, bro. The little boy. Chapter 8, Execution Night. Yes, the twin boy. Bruh. All right. This wild, man. We on chapter 8, y'all. We on chapter 8. All right. Johan has just been revealed as the killer. Your boy is a killer. All right. The little boy. So what, what's going on? We gotta keep reading, because now I'm like, how is it that? How did he kill them other people? I guess he killed his own parents. I guess is what happened. What's going on? What's good, Chigam? What's good? Voice is, much better. It's still a little weird. I don't know what it is. Like, maybe it's bronchitis or something like that, but I'm a lot better than I was. I'll say that much. So I can stream. Because I missed stream. All right, but we got some explaining to do. All right, we got some explaining to do. Let's go. You remember. Run, Doc. Don't look at his face. If you see him, he'll kill you too. Huh? What's going on here? Hey, Yunkers is my patient. What are you doing? What am I doing? Huh? I'm executing him. Huh? What's going on? Run, Doc. He doesn't care how many people he kills. He killed my friend. Huh? He hired us. He always called us and gave us the jobs. When we were done, he wired us a big payment. The three of us divvied it up. And you're talking about the 4 middle-aged couples who were murdered? That was you? Ha ha ha. But when the cops got wise to me, it was time to get rid of us. He already killed Fritz, the slasher, and Boris the muscle. He already killed Fritz the slasher and Boris the muscle. When Fritz was dying, the last thing he said to me was, "We were hired by a monster." Huh? Human lives mean nothing to him. Run, Doc, or he'll kill you too. You're quite the talker, Junkers. I don't like talkers. Stop! Don't do it, Johann. Herr Junkers doesn't know who you really are. But I do. I was your doctor. What? Johann Liebert, twin brother of Anna Liebert, son of ex-East German trade advisor Michael Liebert, who defected to the West in 1986. I know too much about you to get away. Don't make things worse for yourself, Johann. Ha. Ha ha. Johann? I did go by that name once. Huh? But it wasn't my real name. What do you mean? No one can know about my past, or about those four couples, or Herr and Frau Liebert. What? What are you talking about? But you're special, Doctor. What? You saved my life. You were like a father to me. No, don't kill him. Why? Why? Don't you know how valuable life is? Clearly he don't care, man. He don't care. Saving your life taught me what being a doctor is truly about. It reminded me that people's lives are equally precious. Nobody ever has the right to take a life. I've carried that in my heart ever since. What's so funny? I understand they made you chief of surgery just after that. Huh? I truly was happy to hear of your promotion. What do you mean? You wouldn't be where you are today if those three men hadn't died, would you? I'm glad I was able to repay you in some small way. Huh? You don't mean you... It was your idea, Doctor. It was what you wanted. You said so, just as I was waking up. You said you wished they were dead. I just made your wish come true. Bruh. Boom. Unshot, y'all. Doc, I'm scared, Doc. Save me, Doc. I don't want to die. Doc. Boom. Headshot, yo. Ah, goodness. And the dude. I would have died that day. You brought me back to life, Doctor. So, and then Dr. Tenma didn't even try to look at him, and now he's trying to look at him. Yo, look at his face. Oh, yo, pretty boy serial killer, y'all. Pretty boy serial killer. Oh, man. Oh, boy. Man, now he's not going to forget that face. Yeah. And then he walked away. Yo. What dreary weather. Sorry, if you hear a little meowing in the background, it's my cat again. Anytime someone's in another room, she starts meowing, like just meowing away. So if you hear her, I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry if it gets annoying. It's just Mina's Mina. What dreary weather. Dusseldorf Police Department. I hate rain. It washes away all the clues. What about you, Dr. Tenma? So, to sum up what you've told me, Herr Liebert, the high-ranking political official who defected to the West in 1986, had twins. Just after receiving asylum, the family was attacked and the parents were both shot to death. The son took a bullet to the head. You operated on the boy and saved his life. But inexplicably, this young boy killed the director, chief surgeon, and chief neurosurgeon of Iceland Memorial Hospital with poisoned candy before disappearing. Then last night, he shows up again after 9 years and kills an officer with poison candy. And then he executes Adolf Junkers right in front of you. Not only that, he was a mastermind who hired Junkers and his two buddies to kill 4 middle-aged couples. And his name is Johann Liebert. Is that right? Fine. That's enough for today. You don't suspect the doctor of Tenma's status of committing such horrific crime, do you? His alibi for the officer's time of death checked out, and the gunpowder test on his hands came up negative. There goes our only lead towards solving the string of murders. Perhaps we should look for this Johann character, Inspector Lunge. Man, he just, Tenma shook. He just walking through the rain. thinking. And then he started crying, and then he broke down. Yeah, that's pretty normal. Like the delayed breakdown. Chapter 9. Young woman of Heidelberg. All right, class. Who can tell me the basis for the judge's ruling in the 1968 Stuttgart incident? Someone's running. Why so silent, class? This is not a Zen temple of the Orient. Perhaps you've taken the old adage, silence is gold, speech is silver, a bit too literally? Okay. Herr Eimer, let's hear your answer. Huh? Well, will no one break the silence? Well, if it isn't little Miss Tardy. I take it your pizza delivery job was especially busy today? You're 13 minutes late. I'm sorry, Professor Kronecker. Have you the breath to recount to us the basis for the judge's ruling in the 1968 Stuttgart incident presented at the end of my last lecture? Huh? Oh, yes, sir. The defendant asserted that the abduction never took place and that the victim's death was an accident. The argument in court focused on the validity of the letter sent to the defendant, but after thoroughly analyzing the crime scene, the victim's death was judged an accident on the grounds that murder requires intent. The defendant was sentenced to 15 years imprisonment rather than the life sentence sought by the prosecution. Yes, that is correct. You may be seated, Nina Fortner. Yes, sir. Okay, so Nina Fortner. I feel like I should know who that is. I don't know. Heidelberg University, Germany. Wow, you sure saved the day, Nina. Nobody had known the answer. Old Chronicker would have made us all write 50-page reports. Yeah, at least. Okay, so she's clearly like very intelligent. Yeah. Sure saved the day, Nina. Okay. One good turn deserves another. Can I buy you dinner tonight, Nina? Just the two of us? Sorry, Peter. I've got a keto practice today. Huh? See ya. How many times has she rejected you now, Peter? Shut up. I'd like to see any of you guys do better. Oh, okay. Oh, she going in. Yo, she's no joke. Boom, boom, boom. Mercy. Thank you. Whew, I need a break. A break already? Well done. That was excellent, Fraulein Fortner. Even in Japan, such rapid mastery is rare. Thank you, Suzumoto-sensei. You are welcome. Not many Germans understand the importance of bowing and giving thanks. Appreciation is more important than strength in Aikido. But I want to get stronger still, Suzumoto-sensei. Will you spar with me? Me? Oh, it is not yet the time, Fraulein Fortner. One of you, come spar with Fraulein Fortner. Thank you. Sure. I'm not sure I could beat her at this point. What an embarrassment it would be if I lost. Still, such a cheerful, energetic girl. She's truly wonderful. Ugh, this dude is some creepo vibes, man. Nina's the truth, y'all. Truth. Lucky Pizza home delivery. Uh-oh. Gotta make these deliveries on time or I'll catch hell from the boss again. All right, green light. Okay, so we got some kids dressed up in the costumes. Nina's like, hey, what's up? And then she gets home. I'm home and I'm starving. Well, no need to announce it to the whole neighborhood. Good gracious, you're loud for your age. Yes, mother. Is that a new hair color, Mom? Yes, how does it look? It's ridiculous. Who ever heard of a platinum blonde at your age? Aw, don't be like that, Daddy. She looks great. This isn't a costume parade, you know. Aren't you glad Mom still looks young? Oh, speaking of costume parades, I saw a bunch of kids in costumes today. Right, it's the festival of Saint Hodarinus. They were so cute. I wish I'd done that as a kid. Huh? Or you did dress up when you were little, sweetie. Right, Papa? Oh, yes, of course I did. I did? Let's see. Here we are. There, see? Huh. Yeah. You had so much fun, right, Papa? Oh, yes. Okay. So she might actually be the twin, right? Because right now we're just kind of right. There's two N's in her name. Like the other twin's name was Anna, right? I believe. Maybe we'll go back. Yeah. Yeah. Twin brother of Anna Lieber. Something tells me she's yeah, this is like a ah it's kind of like in the Metamorphosis, like by Kafka, how like the main character has sort of like similar names and like the consonants like match the consonants in like Samsa are in the same places as the consonants in Kafka. So it's kind of like there's like a weird sort of like like meta kind of thing going on there, an autobiographical sort of nature to it in a way. I'll say it's more meta than anything else. But similar stuff here, right? Anna and Nina, they're very similar sounding. There are two N's in the names. So for me, I feel like she might be a twin. But you know, we're just gonna keep going. We're just gonna keep going. All right, we're just gonna keep going. I don't know. I'm just making guesses because it's a mystery. You know, that's what you got to do when you're reading mysteries, right? And right now they're just giving her false like information, like yeah, this is the thing that you did, but it's like nah, that's not you. Costume parades and a new email. The long-awaited springtime never comes. Oh, how I long for spring. Hannah. Oh, Hannah. When are you gonna get over that guy? Maybe Hannah's Anna. I don't know. Huh? To Nina. I shall send you the most beautiful flowers. I was born to smother you with flowers. Wow, who's this from? Ha, good one, Peter. Oh boy. She might be the twin, y'all. She might be the twin. I and Hannah's probably Johan. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. Have you been since our last session, Nina? I've been well, thank you, Doctor Gato. That's good. I could tell by your smile when you walked in that you were in good spirits. Well, I am. I guess you're not a famous psychiatrist for nothing. Huh. I don't know about famous, but I do get by. So, is that dream still troubling you? The one with the monster who emerges from the darkness? Come on, y'all. Lately, I've been so busy with school, Aikido, and work that I don't have the time to dream. And I feel like what's her last name? Fortner, right? Like it has the same. I think it has the same number of letters as Liebert. Um, so stuff like that. That's like you. That's like I think that's also like a common thing where like letters are really important to mysteries and like names and stuff and rearranging things and the order of stuff. um, I wonder why I keep having that dream every night. Hmm. Well, it's quite common to experience anxiety in one's college years. It's an age full of dreams, but also of uncertainty. You're faced with a lot of decisions. You aren't sure who you are. Of course, that's a question we struggle with our whole lives. The important thing is to face forward and to do the best you can. You're right, I will. And one day I'll be a public prosecutor for the federal government. Good girl. Well, thank you, doctor. Oh, why don't you take up Aikido, doctor? It's really fun. Nah, I'd still never get the upper hand with my wife. You know what they say in Japan? A tree that bends doesn't break. Huh. Nina Fortner. Such a cheerful young girl. And yet I can't shake the feeling that her smile is a defense mechanism against something she's running away from. Some great darkness. What could it be? I won't be a top-notch psychiatrist until I figure that out. What? Oh, come on, don't play stupid, Peter. But I don't know what you're talking about. I was born to smother you in flowers. I didn't know you were such a poet. That's mad creepy. I'm like, that's just creepy. I don't know how you do that. How you look at that and you're like, maybe it's because she's young, I guess. I don't know, but I think even pretty young people would be like, that's creepy. I don't no matter what it is. Smothering is not good. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Ah, ah. I'm going to react to the stuff on hopefully Monday. Monday, I'm going to try to go through all of Soma because tomorrow I have a lot of work to do. I guess I got a lot of stuff to do tomorrow. So I'm gonna try to react to Soma tomorrow. I'm gonna try to catch up on some stuff, but I've just been kind of busy and like my throat's just been really off. So I've been trying to just let it get better because I also have to teach like the summer course, these different summer courses starting on Monday. So I just got to make sure that my voice is like in a decent place. So that's why I'm trying not to stream too much or at all until now. That's why I haven't been trying to stream until now. I have no clue what you're talking about. I couldn't write that kind of schlock if you hung me upside down. Oh, and who was it? Don't ask me. Just what I need. Another rival. But only my friends know my email address. Who could it be? In the bizarre murder that took place in Munich, the defendant, accused of brutally slaughtering a family of 4, pleaded innocent, claiming to have been coerced into confessing by the prosecution. The murderer first shot both parents dead before strangling the 2 children with a cord. Fraulein Fortner, if you will be so good as to explain the judge's ruling based on the records from the long public trial. Sir? Is my question unclear? No, sir. The focus of the public trial was the evidence against the defendant in the brutal murder of the family of 4. The brutal murder of the family of 4. Is something wrong? Don't tell me Nina's actually stumped. She's remembering some stuff. Some memories are dredging up because she's actually Anna Liebert, the twin. All right, that's what's going on. Nina, you okay? Let's go see the nurse, Nina. I'm okay. I just feel a bit faint for the moment. Was it something you ate? No, it was a lecture. What? The creepy slaughter of a family with 2 kids? Stop. Gee, and I thought you were so tough. Did some freaky horror movie you watched as a kid leave you scarred? Why are you still talking, man? This is the thing I'm talking about. You ever seen them people? They don't read the atmosphere. You know what I mean? They don't know how to like empathize with people. So this dude, cornball dude, is just yapping. You know, and when it's clear that like she's having like a breakdown right now, like she's going through the stuff. So what are you doing, man? You know, as Dr. Geitel, the psychiatrist, would say, when you read out the cause, it's usually not such a big deal. Try to remember the thing in your childhood causing you pain. I don't remember. Huh? I don't remember my childhood before the age of 10. As you Nina Liebert. Not Nina, Anna Liebert. Right? The letters add up in the last name, same 7 letters. Right? Anna, Nina. Come on, y'all. Come on. This is stuff like Urasawa was just dropping crumbs, like, and the Anna Fortner thing, like that was to me, like her fact that her name was Anna was a pretty big deal, and the fact that she's like extremely proficient in things, that's also a very big deal. You know what I mean? Because it's like Johann's clearly like ridiculous, right? I'm home. You're early for once. I wasn't feeling great today, so I called in sick. Oh dear, is it a cold? I'm all right. I just need to lie down for a bit. A memory of my childhood. Huh? I will come for you soon. Creepy. Johann. Cologne, Germany. They were such a nice couple, both of them. It was awful how they were murdered. A child? Come to think of it, there was a boy. Yes, his name was Michael. He lived with them for about 2 years. A boy was there? A boy? There was? Yes, Michael, I believe. He was around 14 at the time. Michael? Yes, it rings a bell. Are you a police officer? Yes, there was a boy named Michael Reichman in my class, but he didn't graduate here, so he's not in the yearbook. Bruh, I'm ashamed to say I don't remember him very well. He didn't really stand out. His grades were fairly good, but I really don't remember if he had any friends. The records from those days are gone. There was a fire in the office 6 years ago, and all the files burned. What am I doing? You know he created. You already know Johan started that fire. What am I doing? What's the point of my playing detective anyway? Now I know that there was a boy called Michael here in Colonia 6 years ago. Michael, otherwise known as Johan. Johan? I did go by that name once, but it wasn't my real name. Who are you? What good does it do me to know? The twin brother I treated is now a serial killer. That's all. He had a sister. What happened to her? I will come for you soon. Who are you? What do you mean you'll come for me soon? Chapter 10, y'all. Chapter 10. All right. I'm probably gonna stop here because my voice is getting a little like I don't know. It's weird. Like once my voice gets like back to where it should be, like it'll be much better like streaming and stuff like that. But for now, like I can only really seem to do like 5 chapters at a time. So the next stream will finish off this volume, but maybe I'll do it during the week. We'll see. It depends. Hanover, Germany, chapter 10. Prince on a white steed. A boy? Yes, come to think of it, I do remember a boy. What was he like? Dr. Tema looking like he's struggling a little bit. Got the 5 o'clock shadow and stuff. Hard to say. Mind if I order some cake first? Oh, please be my guest. A piece of chocolate cake, please. Want to have some too? No, thank you. Oh, but you really should. Their chocolate cake is divine. Are you sure you're eating enough? You look pale. Oh. The whole thing was just horrible. The Schumanns were such a lovely couple. Such an awful way to die. Why, the world hasn't gotten better since the wall came down. Are you a police detective? Or a private eye? Well, actually, neither. Anyway, I hope you nabbed the guy. You're investigating the murders of 4 middle-aged couples, right? In Cologne, Hamburg, Munich, and here in Hanover. The locations were spread out, but the MO was the same. It'd have to have been the same perp. You seem to know a lot about it. Oh, yes. I have a weakness for crime stories. I follow them religiously. Is that so? How long ago was that boy living with the Schumanns? Oh, 5 or 6 years ago, I'd say. He stayed with them for about a year. I guess the child of a relative, they said. Do you remember what he was like? Oh, I don't know. He didn't stand out much. Oh dear, I don't even remember what he looked like. Why? Does something have to do with the murder? Does he have something to do with the murders? No. Go on, tell me. I'm great at guessing the murderer in mystery novels. Was it just the boy? He didn't have his sister with him? Sister? No, no sister, just the boy. Right. Thank you for your help. Oh, was that all you wanted to know? Thank you for the cake. You really ought to try the chocolate cake here. Good heavens, what a gloomy fellow. In Colonia, Hamburg, and here in Hanover, the couples who were murdered, all briefly cared for a nondescript boy nobody remembers very clearly. 9 years ago, he just been jumping from place to place, killing them, 9 years ago, when Johann, or whoever he was, fled the hospital, he took his twin sister with him. What on earth became of her? A child? Yes, now that you mention it, I remember now. 7 or 8 years ago. And he lived with the Heinos who were later murdered? What was he like? What was he like? Well, it was quite a long time ago, and he only lived for them for a year. I really don't remember. Did he have a sister with him? No, it was just a boy. I don't want to think about that incident anymore. It was so awful. We almost moved away then. Door slammed in his face. He walking away sad. I can tell you about the boy. Huh? Come on up. I just made a pot of tea. Hmm. Have a seat. Pardon the intrusion. Allow me to introduce myself. Here's my card. Have a seat. Thank you. Have some tea. Oh, thank you. Looking around the room, looking at photos. Looks like the guy was in the army, or was it like like German army or whatever? You're the doctor, aren't you? Excuse me? He told me about you. You must be Dr. Tenma. Huh? Oh, okay. The mystery unravels more and more. Heidelberg University. He's coming for you? Who is? I don't know. The emails are anonymous. That was just a dream. These are actual emails. Well, you look chuffed. I suppose you're expecting a prince on a white steed. Teehee, you're just jealous. And you and your imagination, Nina. The other day it was that monster that was going to attack you. That was just a dream. These are actual emails. I was born to smother you with flowers. What guy actually talks like that these days? Oh, come on. What's wrong with dreaming a little? Like I said, you and your wild imagination. Oh, come to think of it. Come to think of it, what about that new guy? Oh? He sits in the legendary seat in room 12, the one where they say the professor always calls on you. Yeah, but the prof never calls on him. Exactly. And have you noticed? He's always staring at Nina. Bruh, it's gotta be him. What? Your secret email guy. Huh? Oh, that guy's awfully handsome. The closest you're gonna get to a prince on a white steed around here, anyways. Wait, I don't know who you're talking about. Leave it to us. Next time we see him, we'll arrange everything. What? Wait, Clara. You too, beat or bet. Ha! Just leave it to us. Munich. You're just as he described, Dr. Tenma. Oh? He was deeply grateful to you. He said you saved his life. That you meant more than a parent to him. What was he called? Franz. But he said it wasn't his real name. He told you that? Sounds like he really opened up to you. Franz came here suddenly. He lived with the childless Heinus across the way for about a year. More precisely, he was there for 13 months, from March 1987 until April 1988. Then one day, he disappeared just as suddenly. He was extremely sharp and well mannered too. He seemed far older than 12. Did he come here often? Yes, every day, in fact. I live alone, so I was glad to have the company. He sat in that chair right there and studied for hours. I taught him English and French, and he made rapid progress. By the time he disappeared, he nearly mastered both languages, at the tender age of 12, no less. Huh? Do you remember anything else about him? He listened avidly to whatever I told him. But do you know what interested him the most? What? War. War? I served on a U-boat in the German Navy in World War II. He asked me over and over to tell him about the time the U-boat was attacked by an Allied destroyer. At a depth of 120 meters, we were ruthlessly attacked by Captain Nielsen. They called him the Demon of the Sea. Our U-boat sustained lethal damage, but we continued to plow forward. As the vessel creaked and groaned, we huddled in terror until we reached the shore 38 hours later. An ordinary child might have enjoyed the account as an adventure story, but not Franz. What fascinated him was the element of absolute terror. How does a person respond at the brink of the abyss of death? That was what interested Franz. Terror amused him. How, how did he look, sitting in this chair, listening to such a story? I imagine him listening with a smile on his face, eyes sparkling. You imagine? I'm blind. I don't know the boy's real name or what he looked like. Huh? You said earlier that Franz opened up to me, but Franz never opened up to anyone. What do you know of him? Franz opened his art to one person, and one person alone, his sister. I'm trying to find Franz's sister. The boy's foster parents, the Hyenas, have been murdered. I understand the 3 other middle-aged couples in the other parts of Germany have also been killed. I don't know much about those incidents, but I thought I should tell you what I know. Do you know where the girl is? Franz said he would return for her on their 20th birthday. Return where? Heidelberg. Huh. Heidelberg. Well, I'm off. Ride carefully, dear. I will. I'm off, Papa. Take care. The mimosas sure are beautiful this year. Well, I've certainly pampered them. Your pampered daughter is blossoming too. Yes, I may have to spray you with bug killer to keep the pests away. Good idea. It's nearly time. Yes, I suppose so. We decided we'd tell her when she turned 20 that she isn't our real daughter. Come on, y'all. We've been figuring this out. Wait a minute. Come on, Nina. You said you wanted to meet him. We told him to meet you here. You're finally gonna meet your prince on a white steed. Don't blow it. Wait, Clara. Bet. Great. Thanks a lot, guys. Look, there he is. Hello. You're Nina Fortner, aren't you? Huh? I'm Otto Huberman. Oh, pleased to meet you. Huh? Who's that? Johann Liebert, y'all. Johann Liebert in all his glory. Critic. I've seen that face before. Who are you? Huh. Unless you just fainted, yo. Huh? Nina, who are you? All right, that's the end of chapter 10, y'all. Stopping at chapter 10 because, right, we're almost done with Monster, right? We got this much left. All right, this much left in terms of the volume. We've gone through this much. We've gone through a pretty large chunk, and we've got this much left to read. So next Monster Read-A-Thon. Sorry, brain fart. Next Monster Read-A-Thon is going to be chapters 11 through 16. All right, reading 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. So we're going to read 6 chapters. Okay, we're going to read 6 chapters, and basically that's what we're going to do. All right. This was pretty dope. I already really like this manga. What I kind of like about it is the way it's sort of set up. Some manga are set up in a way where you really shouldn't be able to guess much. Not to a T, right? Unless you're just kind of like throwing stuff at a wall and you're hoping that something sticks, right? But like mysteries, I think generally like a lot of manga, like mysteries and certain things are written to, like there are levels of it, right? If you catch certain things, if you've seen certain things before and you read mysteries before, then you'll catch certain things, right? So the second like Nina Fortner is introduced, for me, it's like Nina, Anna, you know what I mean? It's like stuff like that because I've seen it before. So that's stuff that I'm always aware of in terms of names, the significance of them, the similarities to other names, right? The ways that characters are introduced seemingly out of nowhere. The fact that they're supposed to be important, but it's like, why? You know what I mean? It's like, these are things that prompt questions. And then after those questions are prompted, then you're like, okay, like now I got to put these little clues together. I got to figure some stuff out. I'm gonna, at once throw some stuff at the wall, at the proverbial, wall. But I'm also gonna use context clues, right, and infer things in an analytical manner, right, in an analytical manner, right. So that's why, like, for me, it was like it's like stuff like that, right. Urasawa is writing in a way where it's like very clear that right, that you're supposed to be able to figure certain things out on your own before certain bits are introduced. Right? Some mysteries aren't like that at all. Some mysteries you're just like, you know what I mean? Like you're just like, what? I don't understand. But the more mysteries you read, the more sort of stories you read generally, the easier it becomes to figure this stuff out. So for me, it was like, oh, she's incredibly smart. She can remember things like no problem, right? She's incredibly skilled. She learns things at a rapid rate. I was like, the second I saw some of those things, I was like, oh, she's a twin. I was like, she's a twin. She's a twin. That's it. All right. It's like that's it, because certain things are clues, right? And then after a bit, certain clues are like put in place with the parents that are trying to make her, that are giving her this false bit of information, So maybe you're supposed to think, oh, I don't know who she is, but I know her name is Nina, right? And then like you see all this other stuff about Johan and his abilities and their twins. So it's just like they're just right bit by bit. That's how great mysteries work. They kind of allow you to figure some stuff out on your own. You know what I mean? And now it's not so much about who committed the murders, but it's like, how are we going to stop this dude? You know what I mean? Like that to me is like a lot more interesting, because it's like sometimes mysteries are cool and like who done it. That's cool, but it's like, we got manga like that did that, right? We got Detective Conan. We already know what it is, right? We got that stuff. We already understand. But this is like a chase. I like cat and mouse chases. I like that. Or mouse and cat chases, really, because like Dr. Tenma ain't the cat here. Johan's really the cat, and Dr. Tenma is really the mouse. So it's a mouse and cat chase, right? It's like it's interesting. I'm looking forward to reading more. This is dope. I'm gonna try to do this more often when I end these streams, because maybe I'll read 5 chapters and then I'll talk a bit about 5 or 6 chapters, and then I'll talk a bit about how I feel about the chapters after I'm done reading them, and then I'll end the stream, and then I'll be that, right? So I mean, I think this is very sort of well constructed. Urasawa is just great at that period, right? His manga like where he tends to leave clues if they are mysteries, if there's like a massive sort of mystery in that sense, or if there's like a who done it, or how do we stop this awful thing that's going to come about or whatever. It's just great stuff. So I'm looking forward to chapters 11 through 16 for the next stream. That's going to be when we finish the volume. We're going to finish volume 1 of Monster next stream, all right? Most likely it's going to be on a Saturday or a Sunday. It depends, but most likely it's going to be on a Saturday, because Sundays are like my days to just like really prepare for the upcoming week and stuff like that. Because again, I'm going to be teaching like starting Monday, certain things, prep courses, stuff like that. So I just want to make sure that like, I don't stream too much. Monday is going to be my first day teaching, but it's going to be, it's not going to be as like intense. So while I am going to be preparing some stuff for classes, I have more time to do that stuff. So I'll be able to stream a bit during the day. You know what I mean? Like it'll be a bit easier in that sense. All right. So you're going to see earlier streams during the summer, right? I'm going to be doing other streams. All right. So Monster, I guess what I'll do is I will stream Monster probably next Saturday, maybe next Friday. I'll see. Most likely it'll be most likely it'll be next Saturday, because people tend to stream on Fridays. One Piece comes out, the Week's Under Manga comes out, people are all super hyped, they're all doing this stuff. So Saturday seems to be a better day to do it, so that people can focus on those streams. And then on Saturday, if you want to come watch this, you can come watch this. If you don't, it is what it is. All right. So thank y'all for coming through. Shout out to Shiganma for reminding me about that Soma greatness. I got to check that out. All right. I'm going to check that out probably tomorrow. No, not tomorrow. On Monday. Monday, I'm going to check it out. I don't know what time, but it's definitely going to be before like 8 p.m. or something like that. It's probably going to be like around like 6 or 5 or something like that. You know what I mean? All right. So I'm the Black Manga Critic, y'all. This was part 2. All right. Part 2 of the Monster Read-A-Thon. All right. This was chapters 6 through 10, right? 6 through 10. All right. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Right. And this is dope. This is just dope. Dope chapters. Really great. Right. It's not too like convoluted and certain things like that. I like the way that, there are little intricacies that I really, really appreciate about this manga already. And when you read Urasawa, you already know you're going to get some greatness. Okay, so I'm the Black Manga Critic, y'all. I'll see you next Saturday with part 3 of the Monster Read-A-Thon. and I'm out.